Hello, everybody, and welcome to Manga Reflux. And this week we're doing Bleach 609, apparently titled A, and Naruto Retrospective of the... what was it called again?
Kazekage
Rescue.
Yay!
Is that the official name of the arc? Or is it just like...
Yep.
That's the name of the arc.
I thought it was like Akatsuki Strikes or something like that.
That was probably an episode name.
Yeah.
But yay, Gar's back. Woo.
Just,
Gara.
to die. But that's beside the point.
Well, he gets better.
Yeah.
It gets better.
Don't spoil it!
Sorry. I don't know what I was thinking.
Yeah. Okay. So we're ready to start Bleach?
Yeah.
Yay. So, in this first page, we can see that Bach's mustache has taken up the entire left side of the panel and sort of started to overtake him entirely, as we always expected.
Yeah. As was prophesized. It's just become everything. The power of blackness that drives Bach into a corner. Nobody puts Bach in the corner. The power of blackness does.
You get fucking Tabuscus on the line or something. That was a terrible YouTube joke.
It's not even darkness. It's just blackness. It's like, hey, you've just been hit with a whole bunch of black, and now you're black.
Yeah, I don't think it works like that in real life, but you know.
Paint.
Whatever. Anime powers. It never makes sense.
Hey.
So yeah, Bleach 609, and
Getting some fan art here. All I know is pain. The fear.
I haven't seen the fan art. Can we get a link?
Yeah. There's like 3 of them in it.
Okay.
Oh, great.
You're apparently using a different provider to me.
Yeah, I am. Totally am. You probably, you usually get the same fan art anyway, so I don't know what's up with that, but...
Oh, it's this. I didn't even acknowledge the fact that this was fan art. I just thought, whatever. That's
just
probably the worst thing I could say about it.
It's just coloring in the lines. There's not too much to it. So we go ahead. That coloring took effort.
It is pretty cool, though. I mean...
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Hey. On the longest bridge in history. Hwak. Or rather, he was once known as Hwak.
It's still a thing.
It must be...
Translators, why do you keep doing this?
Because it's easier to say than just... It's easier to write out than just fucking doing the whole thing. Less space.
Is it?
Can't we just put Bach everywhere?
I would forget how to spell that every single time.
I'd have to keep the wiki open if I ever had to write a Bleach story.
It must be hard to lose one's name, not that name. I think it's easier to not have that name.
Yeah.
And so... he gets a new name, apparently. Yeah, the monk, monk is a cool guy. Monk has captured Yuha Bog. Give him a new name? Yes.
Is this Pokemon?
Yeah, it is. It is Pokemon.
I feel like there's some unfortunate implications here.
Yeah, there is, actually. Don't worry about it. Just keep reading.
Do I acknowledge the unfortunate implications, or do we just move on?
Captures a now black Yuha and gets to name him now?
Yeah, that was it. Yeah.
Is his name Toby? I'm sorry. Tober. Me and my brother, when we first saw that movie, the only thing we really came away with was Tober. Oh, God. I'm an awful person.
We're all awful people.
Why not? I haven't seen... I don't get any of this.
Okay. Shall we educate Slicer?
No. Let's do it later.
No? Okay. Moving on.
Okay. Shinichi Shirafude Ichimonji.
It would be a
Words.
Let's go back to naming him you a box. Sounds easier now.
True hit white brush thing. And if I were to call it something, it would probably be called a Bankai, but it was before Bankai even existed because I'm better than you. Has the ability to give something a new name, so it's basically like, you know, when you catch a Pokemon and you give a new name, you use this to give them a new name and completely overwrite their existence with something else. Like Blade Stone.
0.
I'm just giving an example.
This character does not get to do this, by the way. Say something's vastly superior to the Bankai when it's the same thing. They just didn't have a name for it back then.
Yeah.
The OG Bankai.
You can't claim ignorance as a power.
So wait, if you were... I just want to think about this.
I'm sure there was someone that did.
If you were to give a new name to a Zanpakuto, would it have a different power?
No. It might get pissy that it has a new name suddenly, but...
Yeah, I mean, remember what's his Yumichika's sword that he called the wrong name and it did a different thing, but it was a shitty thing compared to the real thing?
Yeah, but this is a whole true name thing, I don't know.
Yeah, it'd be basically the same thing, I think.
Alright.
It'd still have a power, it'd just be a really shitty power that no one would really want.
The ability to give a new name.
Like the power to grow hair on any surface.
Gonna work that in every week, right?
Yep. Yeah.
So, Monk Dude, as we have taken to calling him, because I don't think anybody remembers his real name.
Really
yeah, it's funny. He gives people names, but we don't remember his.
I remember his. I told you.
You know what? I'm completely
I don't remember his other name, but yeah.
I completely ignored that. Now, he gives the name Black Ants, or Black Ant. Translated as ants. To, it does. To, whack.
Your current abilities are now equivalent to those of an ant crawling on the ground. Now...
A black ant.
Yeah, but still an ant. And aren't they, like, super, super strong? I mean, not compared to Soul Society, but...
Yeah, it's multiple times this weight, so, yeah.
Man, if you could give someone else a name that you don't like, why would you give a name like that? Why don't you give a name like Mr. Balls or something? Like,
yeah.
The thing is, he's not a human-sized ant. He's just an ant.
But if you named him Mr. Balls, then he would just get the power to shoot white gel everywhere.
Or get really good at juggling. There's 2 ways to take that.
Yeah, okay.
I'm shocked mine wasn't the dirtier one, but wow.
Yep.
You picked the 0-5 version of that?
Apparently.
Yeah.
An enemy that battles by juggling would be the greatest thing to ever happen to Bleach. I have to say.
So you're saying the best thing to happen to Bleach would be stealing a One Piece villain?
Yeah.
Everything's been done by everyone. Alright. This is as far as we will be going. I don't know what that implies stress.
I don't need it.
It's how far behind you are. It's how far your life goes. And you can get stomped upon like the meager ant you are in Giant Foot.
Gigantic.
Hang on. Oh, they changed it. They changed it. They changed it hardcore. Okay, so here it says, and be stomped upon like the meager ant you are. Originally, when I first read this, and I linked it to Slicer so I would get confirmation on this, it said, and just like a black, you will die.
Oh.
We should have screen capped that.
We should have. Oh, I can't believe we didn't, but yeah, that was what it said first.
Why did you motherfuckers tell me?
You're never online.
We assumed they weren't going to correct their mistake, and it was just going to stay there. So
I knew they corrected it. Dude, there was no way they were going to leave that up. Of all things.
This is quickly becoming uncomfortable.
It is.
So, going on, Big Hairy Foot stomps on Hwak, or Kurokari Black Ant.
Yeah, why is the foot hairy? It's like
detail.
Is it hairy, or is that just like? Oh no, that's hair. Yeah. All right. Also, that is a big ass foot
to go with the big ass bitch slap.
Yeah. I mean, the hand was pretty big, but this is like the entire building or more.
Yeah, as well as having the whole painting power. Ichibei apparently has fucking Makarov's powers from Fairy Tail. I don't know how that. Where did that?
It's more like he's Bayonetta. That's what I'm getting.
He's pulling wicked weaves.
Yeah.
Out of his beard.
Out of his beard.
Ew.
That's, oh God. Why?
You started it.
That is decidedly less fetishy when it's a big hairy dude.
Is it?
Yeah. It's not a fetish that I want any part of, to be honest with you.
It's just less appealing. It's still fetishy.
Yeah. Okay, and then we have a character.
I think that's like his second in command dude.
Yeah.
Have we seen it before?
Yeah.
We have.
He just hasn't done anything. He just holds the coattails of Bach because he's loyal and number one lapdog.
Your Majesty! So yeah, and then, Monk dude's like, I can smack you like an insect. He's stupid.
I'm trying to decide what this face looks like.
Please understand. It's literally what he's doing.
Yeah.
Doing the Iwata, please understand. But at the same time looking upset.
Okay.
And
And that's what happened.
Yeah.
He claps.
He should have missed like everyone else does when they try it.
Now I have to say, this one got me a little bit. What happens next got me a little bit surprised, but not as much as I thought I would be.
I just want to point out big fuck up veins in that guy's hand
and hair.
Because he's swole like that.
And
look at that! You can track it all the way down the arm.
That's flexing. He's flexing when he's doing that.
Yeah.
He's gonna have sore hands. Have you tried doing that? Slamming your hands together as hard as you can? It makes them sore.
As he's falling, I guess it's just Black Ant now. He says, I did not expect that I could have seen this far ahead with my eyes in their closed state.
The hell does that mean?
He explains it kind of poorly in a bit.
He wasn't fully, quote unquote, awakened. And he saw all this ahead of time. I don't know, you can see the future.
The bigger question is, why does he suddenly have one eye with two pupils? Or is it just one eye that's moving really fast?
I don't know.
I don't know. I skipped a couple pages. So now Monk has a hole in his beard. And assumedly everywhere else as well.
And Monk's like, oh my gosh, this what? I thought I could change reality with names. You were my Pokemon.
Well, his Pokemon just use Hyper Beam on him.
Pretty much. Possibly Focus Blast.
And they explain, the power of His Majesty is that which allows him to understand all that he sees from any given perspective. Alright.
So what, clairvoyance?
Yeah, maybe, or I don't know. That's a very vague explanation.
If he knows about a dude's powers, then he can beat them. And because the monk decided to explain all of his powers like every character in Bleach, he's immediately beaten once he's explained it all. So, Yeah, this character is basically pissing all over the whole "I'm going to explain my powers now" concept, which I'm in favor of.
Yeah.
By the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's nice.
The letter A, that which signifies His Majesty's power, the Almighty. And then we get the big mustache.
Yeah.
Shot. Yeah. I'm actually kind of rooting for Bach a little bit.
I'm not.
At this point in the game, I'm just like, you know what? I like him better than the monk dude.
Yeah, but also, Aizen 2.0. Let's be real here.
Yeah,
That's
but
what
you see, Aizen didn't have a mustache.
Aizen did not have any facial hair at all. This is a sweet mustache.
Maybe
he
that's
had
what
that
he
cool
lost.
sweat back hairstyle, though.
That wasn't... cool. Should have kept him in glasses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was much more menacing when he was just a nerdy guy with glasses.
Yeah.
Like, when he had his hair swept back, you could tell he was trying to look cool.
Yeah, it's like, what's the name of that teacher guy from Fate's Day?
Curl something.
The Caster's Master, and I forget his name, though.
Oh, yeah, Caster's Master. I don't
Sure.
remember his name. I like Fate's Day. This is weird. I never really stood out, though. Like,
Yeah.
so,
Anyway,
no, he dies, and he's barely mentioned.
Yeah.
in one arc, he stands out more, but I can't remember.
Yeah, so that's the end of the chapter, and we have found out of Girl Yuichi.
The hot new character for the winter season.
Yeah. That's been in one chapter for like 6 pages for no adequately explained reason. Why was she introduced again?
To deliver an item.
Yep.
Basically, to deliver an item.
I thought we discovered that was a boy.
We don't know.
Or was it...
We don't know.
Either way, I stand by my descriptive name of Girl Yuichi.
What if that thing she's holding is Yoruichi's Zanpakuto?
Then that suddenly makes sense why she doesn't carry it around.
Yeah.
She just gets other people to do it for her.
That's what I'm thinking. Because, I don't know.
Though the question now becomes, how the hell is she going to get it to her?
Running.
Another rocket.
Yeah, a bigger rocket.
When Hard is like, oh yeah, I actually just created a method to instantly get there, so you're fine.
Yeah, they're going to make another rocket that's in the shape of a fish, and then it's going to open its mouth and eat the smaller rocket, because you know there's always a bigger fish.
Ha! Nice.
That was a weird joke. Anyway, and then we have Gin fan art, because Gin is still probably one of the coolest characters in this series.
He really is. Like, he just cuts a city in half, and you're just like, okay, I give up.
Which voice interpretation do you prefer? The well-spoken English one, or the sort of Hick dialect?
Hick dialect.
Really?
Yeah.
I
Maybe I'm
prefer
just biased, but yeah.
I prefer the well-spoken one, but I watch the anime.
He seems more laid back that way.
It does. It fits his style better.
I don't know. He seems laid back with the English dialect. It's just posher. That's all.
I'm going to side with Casey on this one.
Fine.
What I remember.
Split down the middle here. Civil War. On Gin Ichimaru's voice. That's what it's come to.
I mean, I don't need a Hick dialect. I lived in the South too much. I don't want the Hick dialect.
So we can't decide which we prefer, whether it's the posh Gin or dueling banjos Gin. I don't know. Anyway. So we're gonna move on to the Naruto thing.
Yeah.
Which is
Retrospective.
Kazekage Rescue Mission. Retrospective. I'm just going to call it Kazekage Rescue.
We have to save the Kazekage from Mikatsuki.
Yeah. Okay, so let's quickly go. I woke up half an hour ago. Let's quickly go over what happened with Naruto getting back to the village. They get back to the village and Kakashi's like, hey, I need to test your abilities, and they do the bell test again, and then it goes pretty much the same way.
Pretty much, yeah. They cheat, actually. Pretty blatantly.
I'd say ninja, but that doesn't bear out with the rest of the series.
Yeah, you can't selectively say ninja. That doesn't work.
No. Yeah. Incidentally, I should probably look up the questions from... I forgot to do it again. I'm sorry. Yeah, so... Someone want to run down the recap of what actually happened? Because I don't know.
In the bell test or in overall? Just move on.
Either. I don't mind.
I don't really want to talk about the bell test. Just know that they still couldn't beat Kakashi or come close. So he loses in the lamest way possible. They start reading the new book, the new Ichi book to him, and he closes his eyes because he can read Naruto's lips. And they took the bells while his eyes were closed.
Mm-hmm. Well, he covers his ears, then he closes his eyes.
Okay, that's kind of weird and circuitous. I don't quite... whatever. So yeah, that happens and they win because they've grown?
Apparently. They're grown enough to buy adult books and know how to read them.
Yeah, okay.
Doesn't Naruto proofread them? Is that canon or is that fanon?
I think that's canon.
It's been used so much I cannot remember.
It's also fanon that Naruto barely knows how to read. So,
yeah.
You gotta pick and choose your fanon elements. So...
Anyway.
Okay, I got that. I got the stuff up.
Alright.
Having Naruto proofread when he can't read.
The quality of the books would still probably go up.
Yeah, considering what kind of quality you can expect from most porn fics, then yeah, it wouldn't make much difference. People don't really care, as far as I can tell. So
yeah,
training stuff. What happened after that?
All right. Well, while that was happening, Akatsuki shows up.
Oh, I forgot. We need to mention how Naruto just realized that everyone has surpassed him in rank.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Well, you know what? He's probably stronger than most of them.
Yeah.
Is he though?
He's the main character, so he's automatically stronger than all of them.
By default, yes. He will fight them long enough to regenerate over and over again until he understands exactly how their abilities work and then beat them with the Rasengan because signature move.
That is a god-awful way to win, but yeah, that would happen.
Yay!
Considering how the fight went, it was fair enough that Sasuke won because he was probably the only one out of all of them that could do enough damage in one shot that could actually put him out properly. So, and that's pretty much how you have to beat Naruto.
Yeah, we pretty much already established that Neji's style is pretty much tailor-made to not beat him. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1,000 Cuts method does not work on Naruto. It has to be one shot with devastating force. So, funny how he sort of just turns that around and makes devastating force after devastating force abilities himself. Whatever. You'd think he'd capitalize on the whole being able to outlast people and just make a sort of 1,000 Cuts technique himself. But whatever.
You'd think, but nope.
You gotta embrace your tankitude.
Yeah, so what happens next? Yeah, they've all gone past him in rank, except Sasuke, because obvious reasons.
Traitors don't have ranks.
I imagine even Sasuke is classed as an A-rank missing nin.
Oh, okay, that's a good
pour
point.
salt into the wound.
Yeah.
Except he wouldn't be classed as a missing nin because everyone does what Naruto wants, and so Sasuke wouldn't be hunted by anyone ever. which is canon. Yeah. So, Team 7 is sort of rebuilt except -1. I was going to say the shitty one, but there's still those that still exists. So
yeah,
right, and then the Kazekage show up. Yay!
Datara shows up. I love Datara.
Let's be real. Datara is pretty much a fan favorite.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
He is catchphrase central.
Even though it is what he actually says doesn't translate to R as an explosion, art is still
art is a blast.
Yeah.
It was that easy. Why? Whatever. Yeah. So, art is an explosion is what they translated it to because they're morons, but whatever. Learn some fucking Woolseyisms, you morons. Alright. So Datara shows up and he's a pretty boy with a fucking blonde fringe because there are blonde people in...
And an eye patch.
...the Japanese setting for some reason.
Or he had the eye thing.
Did he?
Yeah, eye scope.
Eye scope, yeah. Yeah.
Huh.
Oh yeah, that was a thing for that arc, I guess, or maybe even just that battle specifically.
Yeah, it never showed up again.
Yeah, he had the eye scope thing.
Even when he got regenerated, resurrected, whatever, he didn't show up. He didn't show up with that again.
But it was so cool. He had an eye scope. He better was really good with I Spy.
He could snipe you with explosives.
Which, to be honest with him, makes sense because he has all the different types of explosives and long.
He has little bug ones. You could easily just have one of those sort of crawl along.
Yeah. So anyway, Datara goes and fights Gaara. It's a pretty awesome fight.
Yeah,
it's cool. Like
it's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome in the fucking game as well. He's on a rooftop playing as Gaara, and he's being badass, and he's got his badass voice.
I hate that fucking
smooth
fight.
Like chocolate.
I hate fighting Datara in that fucking game. And stop getting off of Liam O'Brien's voice.
Okay. Yeah. And sand-binding coffin, and it doesn't actually work. Because Datara is badass, and he threatens to destroy the village.
Kind of works. He rips his arm off.
Who knew explosive clay could be so awesome?
Anyone in the military.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. But in this world with ninjas and everything, like, you wouldn't expect explosive clay, especially to be used exactly like this guy's doing.
Yeah. This series has a weird idea of what ninjas are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Datara wins and runs away with Gaara. They go elope.
Oh, I'm rooting for those two.
Kind of morbid when you think about it.
Yeah, so...
Yeah, Conqueror tries to stop him, but Saucer shows that he's better at puppets. He must have been a guest star on the Muppet Show. And, poisons Conqueror.
I don't know why I found that funny.
I don't know.
But yeah. Puppets.
Puppets.
They're a threat, apparently. Puppets.
Serious business.
Jeff Dunham would be a serious
Judy
threat
was
in
really
this world.
just a terrible documentary about domestic abuse. It's really sad.
Yeah.
No one else on this podcast knows what Punch and Judy is.
Oh, God.
Okay. Yeah. Conqueror gets poisoned. Oh no, Conqueror. You were so important.
You were in an arc.
You had so many awesome moments, like that one time where you... And that other time when you...
Well, there was that one time...
When you bullied a little kid.
Yeah,
there was that one
awesome.
time when you... Was that one time... I can't remember. What parts where he was... I can't remember any parts where he was really, really important. That's kind of sad.
Sasuke retrieval, I guess.
I was gonna say Sasuke retrieval, but then I realized even there he didn't do much except for like any more than any of the others. He was just like, I can handle this, dude, and he was kind of awesome there, but that was about it.
I mean, yeah, he gets to be cool later on. I think a little bit.
Yeah, he brought sexy back with that face paint apparently, because
yeah.
He ends up looking like a pedophile / drug dealer later. But that's beside the point.
So Katsuki are like, yeah, we're gonna go take away Gaara's freaking tailed beasts because we're the cool guys. We're gonna take away his raccoon of sand, his sand-coon.
Oh God!
I feel like that was supposed to be a joke.
And I'm abbreviating it for prosperity's purpose. What does that even mean? I don't know. I'm just quoting things I don't understand. Anyways, on the Team Kakashi left for the Sand Village after that.
Because bad stuff's going down and they want to save the day.
Yeah.
They're the heroes.
And Tamari shows up. And you know Tamari. Yeah.
I don't
She's
actually. She's not really. She's basically 10-10, except for of the Sand Village.
And with a bit of a sadistic streak.
Yeah, there's that, I guess.
And wind.
Wind.
So.
Wouldn't the worst epithet ever be like Tamari of the Breaking Winds?
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Walks into the room, breaks all the wind.
I don't know why I thought of that all of a sudden, but yeah.
I feel like that's somebody's
ever.
I feel like that's somebody's fetish.
It's absolutely
of course it is.
someone's. Yeah.
Like somebody did a fetish artwork, something of that.
Now, as far as some fetishes are concerned, that shit is tame.
Do you want me to find it for you? It wouldn't take very long.
No, I'm good.
Hey, Zero, have you ever heard of cake farts?
No, that doesn't sound good at all. Let's keep going.
Wow, that name alone.
Actually, on the one hand, I know exactly what this is, and I could explain it in great detail. On the other hand, what rating of show are we doing here? I can't remember.
I'd rather not have to deal with this, please. Let's just keep going. We talk about Naruto.
Okay, if you insist.
That's it.
A girl walks in bottomless and then decides to fart all over a cake, and it's...
No! That's not a good
How did you explain
birthday.
it? You didn't really need to explain it.
That's not a good birthday. Nobody wants that. Anyways, Naruto tells Sakura and Tamari he's got the nine-tailed demon fox. And
that's apparently not an S-Class secret anymore.
Yeah, and Sakura's like, I'll do everything I can to protect you from the Akatsuki.
She totally did, too, which was funny how that was almost nothing, though, but whatever.
Oh, Sakura does a thing.
Yeah, she cures Kankuro.
She did a thing.
Yeah.
It was great, because you're like, okay, she actually has a medic. She's a medic. She can do medic things.
Yeah.
I completely forgot about that for the entirety of the show so far.
Go Sakura, you have a role in the story now. Yay, that's great. She can finally get some character development and be a real character for once that actually contributes to the series.
You're putting a lot of faith in that.
Yeah, this arc, things are looking up for Sakura in this arc.
Yeah. I was like, this arc was the one that made me root for Sakura, and then after that...
Actually, yeah, they do some good stuff with Sakura as far as character goes.
Yeah.
And they could have used this for a lot of foreshadowing.
They could have.
Like what happens at the end of the... We'll get there.
Anyways, Sakura makes a whole bunch of antidotes for the poison. It's like, alright, cool, let's do this. And... yeah, Itachi.
And Kusame.
Yay!
Actually, these characters are cool, so I'm okay with them showing up.
Yeah.
Whenever they show up, interesting stuff happens, so I'm cool with it.
You think my yay is sarcastic? No, it's never sarcastic.
It's always sarcastic. You just decide when you want people to decide it's sarcastic. I can't talk at all today, Christ.
You really can't.
Anyway, Itachi and Kisame show up to cut off Team 7 and Team Guy, who's been sent to back up Team 7, respectively. And they're like, hey, dude.
Team Guy,
yeah.
Ten gets to do... No, she doesn't.
No, she really doesn't. Like, her entire role in this fight is almost getting drowned by Kisame. And that's it.
Because you need to have one person lose badly to illustrate how strong the enemy is.
Even Neji got to show off that he had...
but somebody has to do it.
Yeah.
Tenten, you're a
only
trooper.
Have one strong female character in the series.
Tenten, you're a trooper. You take all the hits so nobody else has to.
Yeah. Someone has to figure out... Someone has to take the hits to figure out how those attacks work.
You know, now that I think about it, there might actually be only one strong female character at a time in this series.
Yeah, at a time.
Much, yeah.
I mean, thinking about it, there was Tamari up to like tuning. No, it depends on how you class Haku, I guess. You know, there's some debate there, but yeah, there's Tamari, and then there's Tayuya, I guess.
Yeah.
And then she dies. And then it switches to, let's say, Sakura, briefly. Then probably Mei, I guess. Mei Tsurumi, maybe?
Oh, her. Okay.
Yeah. She shows up.
That's a big... Yeah, yeah.
Okay, let's say Conan instead. Conan, because she was kind of badass. Then we basically just have, what's her name? Kaguya, I think it was her name. Just, she was there in spirit, and that was what we got for the rest of the series. Yeah, so, great.
Yeah, anyway, back to this stuff. Team 7 fights Itachi, and Naruto ends up taking on Itachi, because, you know, the guy to defeat the best at Genjutsu is the one that absolutely is terrible at it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a really bad matchup, yeah.
But he winds up getting out of it anyway, because Sakura frees him of the Genjutsu. Still can't break Genjutsu. They never addressed that.
Nope.
Yeah.
But he gets out of it, and eventually finishes off Itachi with his brand new jutsu that he learned training with Jiraiya for 2.5 years. It's great.
The fat Rasengan.
It's not the Rasengan. It's the big ball Rasengan. Big ball version of the ball.
Awesome.
He's making a testicles joke, isn't he?
I think so. I don't know.
I don't know either.
See, I called him on it, and now he's all sheepish. No?
The strength of the sheer stupidity of this entire thing is just raw to me at all.
Technique is a bigger version of
his regular technique.
Yeah. And not even an extensively bigger version. It's not like it's that big of a difference.
Yeah.
It was a Rasengan on the size of a human being. Okay, maybe, but it's not. It's just like the size of his head.
So, Team Guy lose, basically, and Guy fights Kisame alone, because Guy's awesome.
He's the hero we all need. He's a like that.
We did need him, but we didn't deserve him, so... You know what? No, this story didn't deserve Guy as the hero.
Really didn't.
No, so that's why we didn't get him as the hero. Right. So, Guy opens 6 of the 8 gates, because you can just do that now without many ill effects.
Well, I'm sure it does affect him pretty badly. We just don't really see the aftermath of it.
Apparently, because they have Super Medic back home, they can just do that shit whenever they want to, and there's no repercussions or anything. It's just like, oh, I can just do my super move and you're dead, and then I'll just go home and get fixed up. It's not a big deal, apparently. What?
Well, it wouldn't be, honestly, if you had somebody that could just do that.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, but these Itachi and Kisame were not real ones. They were weaker copies.
Yeah. Oh, that's a plot device.
I think they were like 30% of the real ones.
That's basically, I want to be able to have my characters fight these characters, but I want to keep those characters strong.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I want to have this fight happen, but I don't want it to have any real lasting repercussions on the series as a whole. I want to keep these characters around. I don't want anyone to have to do with the fallout of any of these characters losing and probably dying. So
that too.
This kind of would have been the time for a Kubo moment where you introduce antagonists to deter them.
Honestly, like, you know, okay, you get to fight an exhibition match against these two characters. Now you get to learn their moves. Great. Like, I understand you're trying to stall them, but it might be better just to, you know, actually send people there who, if they fail, they can at least, you know, die, and you don't have to reveal your hands.
Why not have a flunky? Why don't the Akatsuki have flunkies?
Sasori apparently had flunkies, who were they used as body doubles for the transformation thing. But
I mean, just like the organization itself, why not have, like, they control the entirety of Rain, right? So why not just have some of those guys show up and be like, hey, we're going to stall you for like 30 minutes or so. We're probably going to die, but we're okay with it because our leader is God, apparently.
And honestly, even if they had some really strong, you know, Rain people there, then they'd be pretty much set. You know, because Naruto apparently is still not the strongest dude in the world yet, even though, you know, plot armor and stuff, but they could still stall successfully.
I get the impression Rain doesn't have any ninja left.
Yeah,
like they rely so much on their god that they just don't have a ninja force anymore.
Yeah, when Pain took over, he kind of killed everyone associated with Hanzo. So I get the feeling that would imply like a bunch of high-level underlings.
That makes me sad.
They still have a. Well, I guess that was Kenshi talking more than the actual story.
We need a Katsuki.
I remember that scene. It was cool.
We need a Katsuki to have a flunky force.
They really did.
That could have been cool.
Alright.
So,
yeah.
Rank and file fodder for fights. That would have been cool.
Yeah.
I'd been cool with that. Rather than having the super move versus super move all the time. Yeah, maybe they could actually fight like ninja and play traps and stuff.
Sometimes you need the Putty Patrol from Power Rangers to take the ass whoopings.
I think you're asking for too much here at this point.
Honestly, I'm surprised there weren't there weren't a lot more traps on the way to the Akatsuki's base. Like, you'd expect something, right? They're ninjas.
We keep saying that, but that still doesn't apply.
No matter how many times we and they say they're ninjas, don't make it true.
Yeah.
It would have been nice to see at least one or two really cool traps.
We did. They were called pranks.
Yeah.
I'm so glad the fandom latched onto that and got people saying, hey, pranks are just traps that are non-lethal.
It is nice, yeah.
Yeah. Makes for some good stories. Makes for some good stories. Not that I'm espousing anything about this particular story at all.
Definitely not.
Okay. I am realizing I am far too negative about this, about Naruto in general. Literally all I've been doing for every single one of these retrospectives has been me bitching about everything. So, there are good things about this story. I just have trouble remembering them when, all we get is a synopsis, and all I can see is what, why.
The bad stands out more.
When you read a synopsis, all you see is plot holes. You don't see characters, you don't see emotions, you don't see events playing out. You see this is what happened. It's like reading a history book.
Honestly, though, I did like the fights in this arc. That was definitely one of the highlights for me. Was that it had some really nice fights. In particular, the Gaara and Deidara. The Deidara fights alone, just fighting Deidara it's always fun to fight him.
It's a pain in the ass.
It is, but at the same time, it's good. I like it. Especially the sorcery fight. That's the main fight in this entire arc.
Let's point that out. Sakura actually got the main fight in this arc.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was a really cool fight. This fight was just, I kept wanting to watch, and I was just like, can we go back to the Sakura fight now? I want to see what's happening there. I really like this fight so far.
Yeah. So we have, they win and stuff, and then they get to the hideout, and there's a barrier blocking it. And they get rid of the barrier and stuff, and Naruto and Chio have a conversation about stuff and things. I forget what it was about. I think it was about, but what if you fail, kind of thing, for Naruto or something.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, and Naruto does his whole inspiring speech thing, as he always does, because he's Naruto. Protagonist speeches, woo! And Chio's like, and then ends up fighting Sasori because she's being inspired and stuff. And Sakura helps. Yay.
Yay.
Well, she helps with the fight. I don't know about the singer part.
Yeah, so then we have the fight that Zero was just talking about. Mm-hmm. Though, I think in the actual story structure it actually happened second. But whatever. So, Chio and Sakura versus Sasori. The puppet man.
Mm-hmm.
The literal puppet man.
The master of puppets, as it were.
Yeah.
For you Metallica fans out there.
Master.
I don't know the song or the album.
Oh.
So, was that the one that had one on it?
I don't know.
I like that song.
I can't remember. Wasn't one its own album?
It might have been, actually, now that you mentioned. I know next to nothing about Metallica. Nothing else matters. One, those are the songs I know and like. So, whatever.
Anyways, Sasori fight.
Yay! Actually, this character was kind of cool. He was voiced by...
Johnny Young Bosch.
That's the one, yeah. Another cool voice.
Mm-hmm. So...
It's weird how the sand people tended to get really cool voices.
Sasori made his body into a puppet. He made third Kazekage and pretty much his own body into kind of a puppet body.
Yeah.
Apparently doing that lets him keep the Kekkei Genkai in certain bodies. And also apparently gives him knowledge of how to use the techniques through the puppet body.
My question is, if you were to open up the puppet body, would there be like a little man inside? Just like in like a little like ball of consciousness, just there.
No.
Controlling the body. That's what I was wondering. I was like, oh.
Yeah. So in this part of the fight, we pretty much find out that the Kazekage title is practically hereditary. Let's be real.
Seems like it, yeah.
The third Kazekage had iron sand, and then the fourth had gold sand, and then Gaara just had sand. And they were all parents of each other. Go figure. But then again, the power to control sand is pretty OP, so it makes sense that they would kind of be in power.
Pretty OP.
Yeah.
I imagine that being like the pharaohs, kind of.
Okay. I don't know what that means.
Like, revered as sort of gods. Maybe that, probably not in modern day, they wouldn't like that, but back when the Warring Clans era, I could see them being like that.
That makes sense. So yeah, third Kazekage, we don't get a name for. And Sasori gets to use his iron sand, even though that makes
no sense.
Literally no sense. So the sand is mixed with poison, which is deadly and stuff.
Also doesn't really make any sense.
Yeah, how exactly are you going to keep poison on sand? It's sand. It's particulate. How are you going to keep poison on... Oh, whatever. This fight was so weird if you think about it.
Yep.
Well, I like to think, since the sand pretty much came out of the third Kazekage's body, he has like a reservoir of poison inside of it as well that he keeps it in at all times.
So it just kind of soaks in?
Yeah.
Okay.
I could buy that, yeah.
It'd probably rust, but it'd still be iron, so yeah.
That would make it even worse.
Oh, tetanus! One way or another, you're gonna die. I mean, I don't know whether they have, like, treatments for tetanus in this time. Well, whatever. Again, not a good thing to think about it, so...
Yeah.
Sakura developed antidotes and stuff, so the poison really didn't do anything.
Yay. Preparation.
Yeah.
And then Sakura is actually competent in a fight.
She made just enough anti-venom so it was tense, but yeah. I don't know. It was well handled, though. The anti-venom versus the poison.
Yeah, take note, people. This is pretty much one of these very few times where Sakura's a main character in her own fight.
Yeah. She pretty much gets center stage here. I mean, Chiyo's there, but she's sort of...
Yeah.
A support, if anything else.
It's not very often when Sakura gets the main stage, but when she does, and she has a cool fight like this, it's great.
It's great, yeah.
Hence why everybody gets upset when she gets forgotten and shoved to the side.
Yeah, this could have been the start of something.
Because remember how awesome a medical ninja can be?
I forgot his name. Kabuto?
Yeah.
With his chakra scalpels? That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
It was.
Like, you could have just as easily taken that route with Sakura, you know. Learn Tsunade's stuff, learn some of Kabuto's stuff, or something along the lines from, I don't know, Kabuto's teacher or something, or Kabuto himself even. That would be interesting. And
I imagine chakra scalpel is a pretty common technique, so if you combine that with Tsunade's strength training...
Yeah, you're doing good.
That'd be pretty hardcore, so...
But, no.
She got nothing.
Yeah.
So then, anyway, Sakura ends up destroying the Kazekage puppet, and then Sasori ends up pulling out 100 puppets.
Yeah, 100 puppets. That's a pretty good puppeteer, let's be real.
It is. I mean, he sucks at controlling them individually, and that kind of is why he loses, but, yeah. That combined with his poison, that's pretty powerful.
Zerg Rush with puppets. Can't be beaten, or shouldn't be beaten.
Pretty much.
Yeah. And then Sakura does a thing that's supposed to destroy him, only he can reassemble himself because he's a puppet. Okay. And the only part that's actually him anymore is his heart, because... Okay. This is the whole... I don't know... children's book style of anatomy, I guess. The heart is where the soul is, or something like that.
I prefer heart is where the chakra is. That's what I prefer.
Okay, but that would just mean he has 2 weak points, because the brain is also a thing that could kind of be destroyed. And it would have to be there, because...
He's thinking and doing stuff.
I'm thinking, and that's the problem. I'm thinking about this fight. I need to stop doing that. Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, his heart is the center of his body, apparently. And so they fucking kill it or something, I guess.
Yeah, they run it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they use his parents to kill him.
That was a weird scene.
Yeah.
Was it South Park?
I feel like I feel like it's the I feel like this is almost like an alternative ending to Batman. How to Kill Batman. Use his parents.
Wow, that's all right.
That's an awesome idea, by the way.
Wow.
Actually, yeah, if Ra's al Ghul were to just stuff his parents into the Lazarus pit and brainwash them, that would totally work.
Yeah.
I'm not totally writing this down to steal for later.
Right. Of course.
That's a really good plot idea, actually. Yeah. Okay, so, yeah. Chio thinks that Sasori let them kill him because, I don't know.
His parents.
Oh, it looked like they were trying to hug him like they used to do.
Mommy, Daddy.
Hug me with swords.
Yeah. So, okay.
Yeah. Alright.
They're all fatally wounded. And Chio uses a technique that's basically a heal everything technique at the cost of the user's life.
But Sakura was still alive. So he didn't die, technically.
Yeah.
That's a way and a half around it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Sakura's alive, Chio's alive, yay, everyone's alive, happy do.
And Sasori says that
yeah, he's such a cool guy. He's like, we got a spy in Orochimaru's ranks. He's gonna be here in 10 days. You should go there. It'd be great.
Yeah, it was. Why? Whatever.
Anyways, Deidara fight versus Naruto Kakashi is happening.
I think people have called out this was a pretty bad fight.
Yeah.
Just because it was annoying.
This, like, compared to the Deidara fight earlier, this one's not as fun.
Because Gaara could actually get to him.
Yeah.
Gaara didn't need to get to him. He had a range technique as well.
Yeah, it worked.
Maybe not as well, but yeah, it works.
This is just like bomb, 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 run away, bomb, bomb, run away. Like, well, this was happening. Like, yeah, but it's not entertaining, is the thing. And the point of this is to be entertaining.
Yeah, Naruto goes 2 tails in the fight, but Kakashi stops him because...
Yeah, because
reasons.
it's bad for you to get more powerful.
Because
like
Naruto has no self-control and would eventually go out of control and kill them all.
But
yeah.
is that really such a bad thing?
Or
wasn't the entirety of Jiraiya's training before this to be able to tap into the Kyuubi chakra?
Supposedly.
yeah, unfortunately. That was
So
pretty much it.
Wouldn't it make sense that a lot of the training over the 2.5 years would be about learning to use the Kyuubi chakra?
Should have been.
But apparently no. It's gone back to being a no-no to use that.
No. Don't shake the baby.
Yeah,
Don't do that.
Don't learn control. Spend time working on that sweet-ass, big-ass Rasengan. That's great.
Yeah.
That'll
Work
definitely...
on your big balls.
All you need in life. Rasengan and big balls.
The problem with
For
the
Naruto,
Kyuubi chakra thing was that he couldn't control any more than a single tail. That was it. Or maybe 2, or if he wasn't angry and he had 2. I don't know. I forget what the limits were. It was pretty terrible.
Yeah. And, okay. So this is where we get the reveal of Kakashi somehow, literally somehow, unlocking the Manga Kyo.
Isn't that revealed somewhere?
Where?
I
want to see this because people keep saying that it actually shows how it happened at some point, but no one's shown me where. No one can actually tell me where, just that it happened at some point.
Yeah, that's the problem, because I didn't read any of this. This was like, I was in and out at this point for Naruto. Didn't really get back into it for a while.
Ken, expert, help me out, please.
No, just showed up.
Well, all right
Thanks.
then.
Well, I don't know why I got my hopes up. I really don't. So yeah, Kakashi now has the Manga Kyo. We don't know why. He just does.
Yeah.
Because reasons. Because plot convenience. So, Kakashi's ability is apparently to transport into another dimension, which is shared with someone else who shows up later. We know the deal already. If you've been listening to this retrospective, you know who that is. Yeah. And when Data tries to blow himself up he turns into a suicide bomber. Isn't that nice? And timely. Yeah, Kakashi sends it to another dimension with his super bullshit Sharingan powers.
Can I go back to something real quick? He first tries to use it to take off Data's head, but his aim is shit, so he ends up getting his arm instead. So now Data is armless by the time all this happens.
Yeah.
You know, it would have been really cool if you aimed for the chest instead of the head. That would have worked.
Yeah, center mass, dude.
Yeah.
Learn how to aim.
They don't really... Ninjas don't use guns, though, or anything, so they wouldn't know.
They use kunai and shuriken. You still aim for the fucking chest.
They have entire classes on this. They grew up learning it.
Kunai and Shuriken for cannon fodder.
Sure, yeah, kunai. Who uses those?
Yeah, leave those for the red shirts.
Leave those for the ninjas.
Poor Tenten. I feel so sorry for her. That's her entire shtick. Oh, okay.
I mean, I feel like I could see a fanfiction Tenten with, like, legendary weapons instead or something.
It's not entirely uncommon for her to get a weapon like that, just for her to...
Yeah. And she ends up being Unlimited Blade Works.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
Probably wouldn't work very well in that universe, really, because there's no mystical weapons.
Probably are.
That's close enough. That's close enough. I mean, come on, the Seven Swordsman
so
weapons.
you just spam Zabuza sword like a billion times.
The White Fang and the fucking... what was it called? The lightning sword from...
Raijin?
That's the one. The Raijin no Ken.
Yeah, what if she had all those weapons and you're just like, oh,
there's
crap.
A bunch of legendary swords.
Oh, crap. What do I do now? You know?
That'd be cool.
It would.
I'd say write a fic about it, but I wouldn't read it.
And that's
you wouldn't read a fic about
that,
you wouldn't read a fic about Reality Marvel 1010. That'd be awesome to me. I'd read it.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, for all of like 2 chapters, and it'd just be the same thing.
It'd wear thin pretty quick. You need more meat than just, hey, this character has an ability and makes an actual contribution now.
Make it a one-shot.
That'd be cool. Someone writes that, send it to me. I want to read it. Alright, I changed my mind pretty quickly on that one, didn't I? Yeah, so they stop in a field, and Sakura checks Gaara and finds him dead. And then Chio does the reincarnation not the reanimation technique, the reincarnation technique. They had to give it a different name.
Did she steal his body? Is she a body snatcher? Is that how this works?
Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
Wait.
Maybe.
Yeah, wasn't that Orochimaru's thing as well? Stealing bodies? Was that reincarnation?
Wait, what if that is what happened? And then all this time...
Then old lady Chio just got a sexy voice.
Yeah. You're
all this...
really going whole hog with this thing, aren't you?
all this time, Chio was Gaara in disguise.
You mean Gaara was Chio in disguise?
Other way around, yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
That'd be weird.
Yeah.
I mean, I imagine after they get back from the mission and Gaara goes back to being Kazekage, and then all of a sudden when he's alone in his office, he just starts cackling like a mad old lady.
Yeah, that might be a pretty big giveaway.
Yeah, that's a little unnerving, to be honest. Alright, so, reincarnation technique, and it's not enough to bring Gaara back, so Naruto, I'm trying to think of a term for it, but I can't, so he gives up some of his own, and then...
He does chakra CPR.
Yeah, sure. Gaara's revived, and Chio dies. And like we said, this could have been really good foreshadowing for like the end of the story. But no.
Oh well.
Wait, foreshadowing how?
Like Sakura could have, like Sasuke and Naruto have that big brawl at the end.
And Sakura has to do the healing thing, like Casey was saying.
And she has to save their lives.
And thus give up her own life.
Yeah.
Which, to be honest, would be a really interesting ending.
Yeah.
But, no. We got the ending we got.
Yeah. Not much we can do about it now except write fan fiction that makes it not stupid.
Can't have anything tragic going on, because really a lot of kids in Japan read Naruto, and a lot of kids in America read Naruto, not just teenagers.
A lot of kids in Japan watched Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood with Nina the girl turning into Nina the dog and getting her face fucking blown off. So
stop it.
It's fine.
That was a kid show in that country.
It's fine.
So you don't get to say, "Oh, you can't have a sad ending."
I'm just trying to see things from the writer's point of view.
But that's not the writer's point of view. Japan are pretty okay with like sad endings and tragic figures and all this stuff in their kids' material. That's fine by them.
Yeah, but I guess sometimes you just want a happy ending. And that's what he wants.
I guess.
I mean, after working so long on it, you'd be just at the point where you're like, I'm going to let it end, and I'm going to leave it in a way that doesn't get me as much hate mail as the other way would.
700 chapters. Yeah, you would rather give us salad than dead Sakura, I guess.
I mean, I feel like at this point, for him, it's just calculating the hate mail.
Yeah. I mean, I imagine the passion for actually writing this series ended at the end of part 1.
Oh, yeah. Long time ago.
Pain. I think it ended at pain. That's where he got sick of it.
That's entirely likely.
But yeah. So, then we'll get the fucking Akatsuki meeting and stuff. Toby takes the place of Sasori.
Tober.
That's pretty much it, really. Chio's dead, Gar's cool, and then they go home.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yay!
Yay! I have no idea what art comes after this. Oh, the spy thing. Orochimaru's space. And oh, God.
Yep. Everyone's favorite character comes back.
Our matey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got a Jack Sparrow look to him now.
Dun, 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 dun. I'm not going any further.
Yeah. Okay. So, questions and stuff that we got from the YouTube's comments, the responses rather. Okay, so what we asked was, what would be someone's Zanpakuto and someone else? Oh yeah.
Zanpakuto's for...
Monk Guy's Zanpakuto spirit. So what the actual, manifestation of it is, not the sword, but, like Zangetsu was the old man-ish. I can't remember anyone else. Oh yeah, Renji's was the baboon snake thing, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so that kind of thing. And what Mike Guy's would be as well, if he had a Zanpakuto, which he wouldn't because he's, martial artist dude. Alright, so, Steven Zed. I've decided that's how I'm pronouncing your name. Mike Guy's Zanpakuto spirit is a child to symbolize youth. I like that idea.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, alright, yeah.
It's a bit on the nose, but it's very apt. It's appropriate.
And it's basically always distracted.
Yeah, it's always got too much energy. It's basically Naruto. Might Guy's Zanpakuto spirit is Naruto.
Apparently, if God tries to talk to the spirit, it will respond with, "Did you say something?" Which in turn will cause God to curse his Zanpakuto's hip attitude. I like that.
Yeah, that's good. This is a good concept. I like Steven Z's one. Ah, shit. Steven Zed. Apologize. I got your name wrong.
Monk Guy.
So
Monk Guy and Monk Guy.
Is Yomi the final boss of Okami? I never played it, so I don't know what that is.
Oh yeah, because the brush.
Yeah.
Yomi is...
yeah.
Because...
Death, or is it darkness?
Darkness.
I think I get this confused.
Darkness.
Okay. Okay, that makes sense. Eternal darkness, take away the powers of its opponents. It absolutely makes sense, yeah.
Kainarv says Monk's Zanpakuto spirit would be something like a buff Asura, god of destruction. Guy's spirit would be Colonel Armstrong from Metal Alchemist. Yes!
Wasn't he Major Armstrong?
Major Armstrong.
Major, but still. That's what he wrote. He did great. Yeah.
This taijutsu has been passed down the might line for generations.
It actually has, so that's fine.
The Gates technique has been passed down through generations.
That'd be pretty cool. I'd be okay with that. It'd be weird, but it'd be cool.
Seth 117 or LL.
And Cinex Rise is talking about the film.
Oh yeah.
Sasuke has like 2 to 10 minutes in it, which that's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
And Bolt is getting his own film.
Oh Christ.
Yeah, because that's what we needed.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That'll put butts in seats.
Do they even have movie theaters in Japan? Or is it just all straight to DVD?
Yes, they have movie theaters in Japan.
Of course they have movie theaters.
There was one in Persona 3.
Okay.
You forgot about that?
All I hear about is how big DVD sales are in Japan, so I thought they just all went to DVD.
Yeah, they just don't give as much of a shit about the box office as we do.
Yeah.
That's all.
Right.
Alright, so Seth LL7 says, guys, Zanpakuto spirit is Kamina.
Alright, yeah, I can see that.
That believes in the sword, that believes in himself, that believes in Guy, that believes in the sword, because this is the true power of youth!
Yeah.
Oh, and
And yes, I know that Laura Bailey played the boss in 3 and 4. I'm aware. Saints Row 3 and 4, yes. Because I played as a female character, because the female character was voiced by Laura Bailey. You see where this comes in.
Yeah, I got it.
I was well aware, but thank you for telling me. If Laura Bailey plays a role, you can expect that I probably know about it already, but thank you for feeling the need to inform me.
Ethan F. says that the monk Zanpakuto spirit would be one of those pink double-sided erasers. Everything that is black is under its control. That's okay. That's an eraser. I'm gonna go with an eraser. Don't think about the last sentence of that. For a guy, it would be an older man, graying hair, dressed formally, tend to take things slow, and like to sip warm tea. Kind of like an opposite of Guy. You know, a reflection.
So basically, Guy's shadow.
A reflection of traits Guy doesn't exhibit so much, but are just there from experience.
The part of Guy who's about to face at the falls of truth.
The adult Guy.
Oh, God.
That's weird.
It exists. I mean, he's a teacher, and he's a pretty good one, so... Yeah. He can rain at him when he needs to.
Antonio K. Yeah,
okay.
He mentioned... He wrote Huac, Antonio K.
Yeah, that's a really bad misspelling. It's Yuha Bach. Yeah.
Yeah.
You maybe watch out for that in future, but you know.
Yeah. Also threw out that Salad could still be Karen's child. Because glasses.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, considering all of Sakura's family seem to have perfect vision, and Sasuke's family, yeah. So the fact that she has glasses is a little bit weird and a little bit suspect.
Unless they were doing it to, like, stop the Sharingan or something. I don't know.
We did already consider that approach, actually.
Yeah.
They crippled Salad for the prosperity of the future.
Mm-hmm. Let's see.
Oh, God.
Yeah, he answered the last question, which if they played Monopoly and Bleach, then everyone besides Arhime would cheat, but she'd be so lucky that the cheating doesn't even matter. I could see that. Yeah. Monk guys.
Can I just say, before we actually do the actual answers to the questions we asked, what's with the name thing?
The what?
Sasuke Sakura equals salad, while Naruto Hinata equals burrito? What the fuck?
Boruto. That's how they'd say bolt in Japan.
That's Boruto. That's not burrito.
Boruto.
That's close enough.
Okay. Sure. Burrito and salad. You know it's going to be a pairing now. You realize that.
Yeah, it basically is. They're opposites.
Is.
Opposites attract.
The pairing name is going to be lunch.
Or dinner.
We never got the name of the other kid, did we?
Himawari is the daughter of Naruto.
Oh.
You know, you can make it a harem if you threw in dessert.
Whose kid would that be?
I don't know.
Choji's.
Yeah,
No
Choji.
Yeah.
Alright.
Dessert because she's sweet chocolate.
Antonio says the monk guy.
God darn it.
I'm a terrible person.
You really are. It's awful.
Okay. Monk guy Zanpakuto spirit is a Buddha lookalike or shrine maiden that is either colorblind, completely blind, or just plain blindfolded. Blinded itself.
I don't like that because Buddha thing.
Buddha,
Sorry.
Yeah, but the shrine maiden, maybe.
See that a lot too. But.
Mito guy Zanpakuto would be a very lanky man with glasses, well dressed, nice hair, and will constantly tell Guy to grow up. And
that actually seems appropriate for a Zanpakuto, given how much Zangetsu bitches at Ichigo all the time.
And occasionally asks to be used in battle instead of Guy making him jealous by only using his fists in combat, which would happen.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
And last but not least is Neil, who says... the monk spirit would be a Scyther
with the tail of a Smeargle.
What has science done?
That is great.
We thought we could make the world's most powerful Pokemon.
We were wrong.
We have no idea what the fuck we made, though.
I'm okay with that. That's a good answer.
Yeah, okay.
Guys on Book Spirit would be a mixture of a turtle, a baboon, and a peacock.
Oh God, what has science done?
We thought we could know.
Thanks guys for the answers. They're always a lot of fun to read.
Those are some good answers. I like those. Except for the one that said Buddha, because Buddha.
Because
nothing against you, guy, but, you know.
He's biased.
Yeah, fucking Buddhas. Antonio K. Step that shit up. But I love you anyway. So.
Burrito.
Let's. Okay. I just remember the sweet chocolate thing. Okay.
I was trying to forget that. Stop bringing it up.
Yeah. All right. So we need questions. Questions for this week. Well, we did the time skip in Naruto just now. So, character redesigns, favorite, least favorite. Some of them were significant, some of them less so. But you know. Does that work?
Dead silence.
Sure.
Yeah.
I didn't know you were asking a question. I thought I was...
Yeah, that's what I'm not asking a question. I'm asking whether that's a decent question for this week.
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. And Bleach.
Which character... I'm going to ask, which character did you want to see more of before they were shoved to the side or died in Bleach? Like, which character was really cool that you kind of wanted to see become more of a regular character?
It's hard to think of characters that died.
Or just shoved to the side. Like...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like some of the... Like, what was the one captain with the white hair? Squad 11? Squad 11, no, something.
Squad 10.
Squad 10,
Oh,
yeah.
Ukitake.
Hitsugaya, he's got...
No,
like,
not Hitsugaya. The,
Sick one, Ukitake.
Oh, the sick one.
Oh,
Ukitake.
okay, yeah.
Yeah. Ukitake, I would have liked to see more of him, even though he's sick and he has a reason for it, you know. Like, that's an example. You can't use that now.
Yeah, we mentioned how we wish he was the fucking captain fight in the Soul Society invasion.
Yeah.
Rather than Kenpachi.
Or even any of the Vizards. Like, which characters did you think were cool and you wanted to see more of, but you never got a chance to? Don't answer this. Don't answer
Okay.
Casey.
I got my answer, though. Just saying.
Oh,
Okay.
We never gave our answers for the last week's.
I don't think we can beat the ones that people already gave.
Yeah.
But if anyone wants to try, go ahead.
Guys on Paktosphere would be the embodiment of Broden himself.
Oh, God.
Of course.
I really started a thing with you, didn't I?
Yeah, all those push-ups every day, handstand push-ups around the village. I mean, that's what Broden's all
but
about.
the thing is, he doesn't do it in sets. He just keeps going and doing reps and reps and reps, and that counts as cardio, man.
Okay.
That is the way of Brokey.
No, he would dual wield. One Zanpakuto would be Broden, the other would be Brokey.
Oh, that's good. Okay,
All right.
that's up there with the.
I'm gonna say Guys on Puck Toe Spirit would be himself. Literally, just exactly looks like himself, and everything would be completely happy between the two of them because they would be
Right.
one.
Or what is Lee?
Yeah.
It'd be like Superstar and his fan.
Yeah.
Right.
Wait, so I'm thinking Broden would be like a big Zambato, like fucking Kubikiri Bocho, and then Brokey would be like a tiny little dagger thing, maybe?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
A bro dagger, a bragger.
I think that it would be One Punch Man. Bring in another series.
God damn it. Are we going to go 1 week without mentioning One Punch Man?
Have we mentioned it a lot?
Yes.
Oh, all right. I mentioned it a lot for a bunch of people who haven't read it.
As for Monk Guys, Zanbug Spirit, You know what? I'm going to go and take from another series and say Super Mario Sunshine, the Cosmic Mario from that with the paintbrush that paints on everything that you have to clean up all the time.
Oh, yeah. I guess sucks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I think Monk Guy's Unfucked Spirit should be The Blob. From the popular game series, The Blob.
The popular, yeah.
Or
It was a good game. I played The Blob too. It was good.
Or Splatoon.
The whole
Monk,
Splatoon.
He gets the Squid Girl.
Splatoon's gonna be shit. The Blob was cool because if you paint in different colors, then it puts different music tracks on different instruments. So if you paint in, like, say, I don't know, blue. No, if you do like purple, it'd be like a DJ track. If you do like brown, it would be like a bass and stuff like that. And it would just add stuff to the track and the background music. And it was cool. I like that. It was nice.
Monk's Zanpakuto Spirit would be Datara, and Datara would be constantly talking shit about his art, about his painting. That's art.
yeah.
What the fuck is that? It's a black street.
Oh, God.
I like that. That's good.
Mm. Yeah, okay. Anyone else got any answers?
I can't really think of anything else, honestly.
I think Monk Guy and Datara would fight about the naming of art
Yeah.
more than anything. Art is an explosion. We have to give it a name.
Art is black. Yeah, that's what they'd be doing. Back and forth. Blast, black, black, blast.
Black Blast.
Black blast. I just had this great idea for a technique. Huh? Yeah.
Okay. Sure. All right.
Is that it? Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so that was fucking Manga Reflux this week. Bleach 609 and Naruto, the Kazekage thingy. What's it?
Yeah.
So, thanks for listening and stuff. And, if you want to answer the questions, comments section below the video and stuff. It's going to be fun. We love reading them because they're always great.
They are. They're pretty good.
Yeah.
You guys are awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah. We'll see you next week. Bye now.
Bye.
See ya.